Bula Vinaka, everybody. This is Dave here at Vinaka Urban Farm, here to give you a virtual tour of the farm. This is our first year of production. We're in early May, and we've got enough stuff growing to give a proper tour. And hopefully I'll do these about once a month to let you see how the farm develops as we go along. So, we're in the greenhouse right now. This is where a lot of stuff starts its life, and it's also where we grow a lot of flowers. It's right off the back door of our property, which I'll show you right now. Okay, so we exit our house into the backyard, and we come right into the greenhouse. So we like it to be beautiful and to smell good. So we grow a lot of flowers and herbs in here. You can see our basil wall, and so it smells awesome. And we also start a lot of our seedlings in here. So you see some tomatoes here. They're definitely ready to go outside, but Ohio's weather is not cooperating right now. So we'll have to wait. And here's some peppers, some sunflowers, just a lot of different stuff. And you can see our next rotation of lettuce also is in this top row here. So that's the greenhouse. Let's exit the greenhouse door into the cold and wet Ohio climate. Here we go. All right, and here's the backyard / the farm. In the front, you can see the raised beds. It's where we grow a lot of greens, and this is the stuff that grows in the early spring in Ohio. And in the raised beds, it's mostly stuff that we just eat ourselves or share with our friends and stuff. The things in these rows in beds, right, that looks a little bit more like a farm on a small scale, that is in fact the farm. So if you see us at farmers markets or you order some stuff online or contact me to order some stuff that we grow here, it's going to come most likely from the farm area. This is about 550 square feet of growing area, just the farm. So I think that's less than a 20th of an acre, and we grow way more than we can eat. So part of what we want to do here at Vinaka is to kind of demonstrate what you can do on a tiny land base. We're in a small suburb of Columbus called Whitehall, and we grow all of our stuff on this small amount of land. So, continuing on with the tour, here's our little patio that we've built and we're still working on. Got some fig trees in containers here, some chard and beets that are hardening off, along with some pansies that we'll relocate at some point. These growing up the posts of this pergola are hardy kiwi plants. Right? There's just a little bit of greenery coming up on those right now. Those are like a little kiwi berry kind of thing that can grow in this climate. This is a bay tree, just moved out from the greenhouse a couple weeks ago. These are grapes growing up the trellis. They've been here for this is their third year now. And they finally reached the top. That one has. This one's a little smaller, but it'll get there. Over here we've got some chives, a lot of weeds. I'll get to that later this week if I feel like going outside in this dreary weather. These are blackberry bushes. Got a huge asparagus coming up right now and a little asparagus coming up too. This is the peppermint that's taking over the circle garden area, and some flowers we're growing over here. This is the tarp that remains of us painting some trellises that I'll put up in future videos. We haven't put them up in the yard yet. So let's move on to the back corner of the yard. This is called a hugel culture. I'll probably explain that in another video. But these are potatoes that have volunteered this year. Apparently we didn't harvest all of our potatoes last year. So we've got new potatoes this year. And right here, you can see little carrots just sprouting. So we've got a little ring of carrots that's gonna go around here, and in the future we're gonna plant some okra also on this giant mound of dirt. Here's some hops. These hops are taking over this corner. They're quite aggressive. Look at this. I just noticed they're growing through the gate here. But the intention is for these hops to grow all up this trellising, right? This I don't know what else I would call it. That I put on along the fence, and by the middle of the summer, they will be all along the top of this trellis. All right, back here, some fruit trees. These are apricots. These are nectarine and peach trees. We've got some pear trees, Asian pear trees right here. Down at the base of these trees, we've got some blueberries, a little bit sparse foliage. I don't think it's quite acidic enough for these blueberries here, but we do have some flowers coming up. If you can see these guys right here. And got some other flowers here and here, so we're excited about that. Some beets happening in this corner of the yard. And along this corridor, you can see some little strawberries. These are first year strawberry plants right here. This is raspberries behind them. Second or third year raspberries, I can't remember which. We got to plant a new one because we got a little space here. And these are bigger second year strawberries. So we're really excited. All these flowers will become strawberries. And if we can get to them before the squirrels do, we'll be pretty happy. Yeah, all along this route, we've got strawberries and raspberries. And this giant, gargantuan thing is a horseradish plant. We've also got a little bed here. This is Jackie's memorial, my partner Jackie's memorial to her grandmother. It's got some lilies, which was her, some of her favorite flowers, and some daisies. And we've got a plum tree. This is an American red plum. We might get some fruit off of it this year if we're lucky. So that's the backyard. And that's where the farm is located and some of our food that we grow here. And now I'm gonna go to the front yard. I've got this little patch over here to the side just next to a fence that separates us from our neighbor's property. And in this patch, we've got a pawpaw tree. It's a native plant to Ohio. And these are various currant bushes. Let's see if we can find a currant forming on it. Yeah, we can. These little guys are currants, right? And this is another currant bush over here with little flowers that are becoming currants. So that's exciting. Another pawpaw tree happening here. And in the summer, we'll plant cucumbers along the base of this vinyl stuff, and it'll crawl up the vinyl and be great. And we're going over to the front yard proper now. This used to be all grass just like the backyard, and we have done a lot of transforming of it. So we're growing a lot of things in here. I won't go through all of it, but the stuff I'm excited about right now are these are sugar snap peas growing up this little trellis. We love trellises, if you can't tell yet. And we've got lots of different kinds of greens growing in these little patches. And those greens will grow, and we'll cut them once because that's what kind of food that can grow in Ohio at this time of year. And then we will replace it with tomatoes and peppers, all those plants that you saw in the greenhouse. The trees here, again, are mostly fruit trees, just like in the back. This is an apple. This is an apple, which is really exciting because, let me get you an angle here. We got apple blossoms this year. And since we've got crab apples and other apples in the area, at least remotely close in the neighborhood, we hope we might get apples. Mustard greens thriving over here. A lot of lettuce. The lettuce patch is looking pretty beautiful right now. The parts that the squirrels didn't dig up. We got a plum tree over here. Peach tree. Some flowers. Another peach tree here. And various other greens at different parts of the yard. So, excuse me. That's pretty much what there is to see here now. We're in the beginning stages, and like I said, there's going to be a lot of transformations. But really here, what we're trying to do is grow as much as we can that is edible to feed ourselves, and for me to sell at some farmers markets, and also to do a more creative thing with a suburban landscape than people tend to do. With that having been said, I'll keep you updated on future developments in the farm and start posting a few more videos. And if you like the video, help others to see it by liking it, and you can even subscribe to the channel if that's what you want to do, share it on Facebook or whatever. But I hope to be back with another video sometime soon, and thanks for watching.